I was just reading. I just got off work. People always say, "Why you always doing these podcasts in the middle of the night, early morning hour?" I just got off work. I work weird hours, very weird hours. This is the witching hour. I just got off work and I was listening to the radio, world news, on my radio station in my car. Also, it came across my phone in between jobs, since I usually work 16 hours, and on Fridays I work 17.5 hours. I work a lot. That's why it has my body feels so beat up. I work a whole lot. And in Sonoma County, California, they had a power outage. People lost power, they lost their food, they lost the way of living. Just say right now, we had a power outage. My daughter Julie was born August the 29th, 2003. So I think it was July or June 2003. We had a power outage. I remember her mother, Charity, and me was in East Dearborn, Michigan. We had a power outage on the Midwest between, I think, East Coast. Just say between New York all the way to Michigan. I think it was also Ohio, Chicago, Indiana. And they tried to tell us a squirrel ate the wires off a transporter. But that's a lie. That squirrel would have got electrocuted. But we had a power outage and we went right to the Stone Ages. And people was really suffering. People was really, really suffering. If we lost technology how we have it right now in the 21st century in 2019, we would be in trouble. We would not know how to act because we're spoiled. We're used to picking cell phones up, using cell phones as phones, entertaining with YouTubes. I hope you enjoy my videos. We're used to using phones for calculators, computers, auto books, our phones, our tablets, our laptops is our lives. We would die. We got spoiled. We're not used to how people lived before this technology. But in Sonoma, California, they lost their power. I was just listening on world news on my radio as I was driving. I stopped right now, as you see, to do this podcast. Downtown Toledo, Ohio, Monroe Street. Not the largest downtown, but I know in Toledo, Ohio, in the state of Ohio, get finished putting the money in this city. And when they get finished building this city, this is going to be a city people will really want to come to. The people might be different. Ohio might be different. But they really trying with this northwest part of Ohio, Toledo. They really are trying. I told one of my managers at work, he said, I'm trying. I don't care how bad a person I am. I never try to sell myself as a good person because I'm not a good person. I'm not a people person. I don't know if it's mental illness or neglect or just used to being alone, or I don't have it as hard as other employees because I have food in my home. I have 2 vehicles, working on the third one right now, a van for the winter. I live in a safe neighborhood. Most of my neighbors are Indians or Asians. So it's very quiet and safe. I don't know why I'm not a people person. I have people that always want to be my friend. They always want to take me out drinking. I have all the ladies at work always saying, you're going to take us out drinking. You work with us now almost 3 years. I also have ladies at work ask me, what's wrong with us? I know we're not the prettiest ladies in the world, but you're not attracted to none of us. You haven't touched none of us yet. I'm not a people person. But what I'm saying is, I hope people in Sonoma, California, the best. They had a power outage out there, so maybe it's a transporter that went out. I didn't read the entire story. I didn't read the story at all. I was just listening to it on World News, and I know the articles in my phone. So I'm going to do another podcast on that power outage in Sonoma, California. But I want to say, I was just hearing on the radio, the stores like Home Depots and Lowe's and I guess Walmart, they was all selling out of generators. And one man said the generators was just enough to keep his refrigerator going, to keep his food, his milk and his ice cream and his food fresh. One man said no matter what location he went to, I guess he was slow doing it because he said everybody was out. but maybe the city was used temporary generators, because I'm not a young man. I'm over the age of 42. I'm over the age of 44. I'm over the age of 45. But to put my age out all over the world, because this podcast is seen all over the world. I'm seen in Brazil. Of course, I'm seen in the very beautiful, beautiful country of Poland. I'm seen in Berlin, Germany. I have a lot of fans in Berlin and Austria. I'm seen in Romania with my best friend Sally. I love Sally. She's my best friend, just like Evelina. I love my wife, Evelina. And when I first started these podcasts, I did what you told me to do. I watch your podcast, and I subscribe to your podcast, and I shared your podcast, what you told me to. You're just the best friend I ever had, Sally. I love you. And I don't care what you say, you remind me of Evelina. And you get jealous when I tell you that, because you don't want me to tell you remind me of another lady. But you remind me of Evelina. And Evelina said you was a pretty girl. But, power outage. Right now, if we had a power outage here in Ohio, what would we do? I was like, no, my refrigerator door. Because I have a whole lot of lanterns in my house. But I don't have a generator. Maybe that's what I should do right now, buy me a generator, because like on South Reynolds Road here in Miami, Ohio, Harbor Bay is going out of business. I should go by there tomorrow so they didn't have any generators, portable generators. Of course, in case we have a power outage here in Ohio, because a squirrel went to the transporter again at the wires, I can generate my apartment and my neighbor's apartment. Her name is Julie. My daughter's name is Julia with an A. Her name is Julie with an E. She was born in England. She's a Brit, but she had the disease MS. I can't say the name, but it's monstrous. I can't say the word, but it's MS. So she used a walker to walk with. And I text her when she don't answer my texts. I try to talk to her on Facebook to let her know I'm making sure she's okay. I'm not being nosy or nothing. I just want to make sure she's okay. But my name is Sammy. This is my YouTube podcast on real life events. Well, not Bible prophecy. I want to say one thing too before I leave this podcast too. I want to say one thing before I leave this podcast. I was watching CNN News. You know CNN News, they come on cable, and when CNN News come on, I usually say, they are electrifying. I copy John DeVoto from Grease Lightning. They're electrifying. CNN News, they're electrifying. And they showed this crazy man named Pat Robertson, the owner and the host of the 700 Club. And he made a remark about Donald Trump. You gonna go to hell. And CNN News said that probably the very last interview you ever see Pat Robertson do on CNN News. I think CNN News, I'm fed up with this guy. He's old. He's just stupid. And they're gonna stop showing his interviews, because right now Pat Robertson's an old man. He should have retired a long time ago. I don't hate Christians, believe me. I love all religions. I love anybody in this world that believe in God. I don't care if your name of your religion is the religion you believe in God, I love you. It might not be the right way to believe in God. It might not be the real God, but at least you believe. And I still think God give you credit. God give you a chance and a proper judgment just for believing. That's the Toledo Fire Department. Downtown Toledo, Ohio. Glass City, USA. They run loud. Man, walking down the street, Toledo, Ohio, Monroe Street. Hope he gets away, he's going safe. My name is Sammy, this is my YouTube podcast, my YouTube channel. On Monroe Street in Ontario. Beautiful Ontario, Canada. best country in the United States. Ontario, Canada. Best country in North America. Ontario, Canada. One of the best countries in the world. My name is Sam. This is my YouTube podcast. Please like, subscribe, and share my podcast. I want to say hi to all my friends in the state of Ohio, Michigan, Poland, and also Romania, and Australia. And I want to say hi to 60 Minutes in Australia. I love 60 Minutes in Australia. Because you're just bloody nice in the New Wales. My name is Sammy, and I want to say cheers. Carry on.